Hi everybody, it's Honest John, and it's time for another Sports Talk video. Yay! First, the New Orleans Saints have franchised quarterback Drew Brees, which gives them exclusive negotiating rights for the next year, and I believe he's guaranteed $14 million. Now, I think athletes are way overpaid, but the market is what it is, and New Orleans just can't afford to let Brees grow. I mean, he's he's a cinch Hall of Famer, and it isn't like he's past his prime. He had a great year last year. He's a model citizen, and he does a lot of good in the community. He means a lot to the city of New Orleans. He's irreplaceable. The Saints have got to sign him. In baseball, Ryan Braun, he has not been exonerated, but his suspension has been lifted because MLB, that's Major League Baseball, violated its own policies in handling his sample. Now, some people are saying that Braun got off on a technicality. That might be so. But chain of custody of a sample is not just a technicality. It's essential to the integrity of the test. Whether you're talking about a legal proceeding, like going to court or something like that, or drug testing players. If the chain of custody is not followed correctly, the sample is just invalid because you can't guarantee those results. And if the players can't trust Major League Baseball and its handling of their samples, then the whole drug testing program could be in jeopardy. So what's important is that Major League Baseball take it on themselves to make sure that the procedures outlined for the handling of samples, of urine samples, are followed to the letter. And that's the disturbing thing. The collector of the samples said that is the way he always handles samples whenever he's in that situation. He said it as if he was defending himself, as if, yeah, well, it's okay. No. What it means is that every sample collected by this particular guy is invalid. In football, there's a scandal about bounties. Now, what it is that I guess there are certain coaches or assistant coaches that set up this thing where if you knocked a guy out of a game, you got a bonus. You got some money. And look, it's a good idea to eliminate that practice. But a lot of sports commentators and columnists are making a real big deal out of this. Look, football players hit each other. That's what they do. And if a guy has a clear shot at the quarterback, they're going to smack him. They've been trying to get at him all day. They're going to hit him. They're going to hit him hard. Do you really think that anybody in pro football is holding back because they're not getting a little extra? They're not getting a bounty? No. Whether you have that thing going on or not, football players are going to hit each other, and they're going to hit each other as hard as they can. What the NFL has done, to their credit, is they put in rules banning head-to-head hits and other rules designed to protect the players. And that's about all they can do. The whole bounty thing, tempest in a teacup. What is a big deal, what is a very big deal, is that there's more and more information coming out about concussions and the cumulative effect. One of the things they found that in soccer, not only do players sometimes have, they have head-to-head collisions, or they hit each other with their elbows, or even run into a knee or a leg or something like that and get hurt that way. But new information suggests that just repeated heading of the ball can have a cumulative effect. I mean, the ball comes, you hit it in, you don't feel anything. But the course of years, with the thousands of hits that soccer players take on their heads, evidently they're having problems there. So what soccer needs to do is, first of all, investigate the possibility of making the ball a little lighter. Now, it has to be a certain weight in order for it to roll and for players to be able to control it, but maybe they can get rid of a little bit of weight on it. And also they should be experimenting with some of the new space age type materials that have been developed that might dissipate the impact a little from the point where the ball hits the player. And look, in all sports, you know, players, almost all sports anyway, players get hit in the head sometimes. And if there's a cumulative impact, even for, I guess, what you would call non-concussive hits, it's important that all sports federations start taking steps to minimize these various head injuries. It's going to be very difficult. In some cases, there's only a certain amount you can do, but they need to do that. And finally, I keep hearing rumors about Rajon Rondo, that the Celtics are going to trade him. Now tonight he had 18 points, 17 rebounds, and 20 assists. Those are Hall of Fame numbers. The only people that have had similar numbers are all in the Hall of Fame. Rondo is the best player the Celtics have right now. And they don't need to get older. They need to get younger players around Rondo. The older guys, maybe they can still put together something this year, but they're looking old. Celtics do not need to trade Rondo. They need to keep him. They need to cherish him. If they're going to trade anybody, they need to start thinking about trading one or two or all of the big three. Hate to say it, I love you guys. You're my team, you know that. I love Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett. I love you guys, but you're not the future. That's just the way it is. I mean, so you trade Rondo. Who are you going to get that's any better? Nobody. Okay. Well, that's my own home team stuff, which is probably boring most of you. So that's it. Thanks for listening.